Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, or late night hours, or however you when you watch this video. This is Miss Perfect and baby, mother and child, mother and baby, mother cradling baby. I don't know, just several titles. Relatively very fast painting. It's on pink paper, as you can see. Look at that perspiration of the paint. Yep. Relatively very fast. Whoa. Camera shot low. Gotta give you little crunchies. There you go, little who dat. One of the first times he's come to see me off. Alright, little who dat. This time I remember to turn off the light in the house. Okay, I'll see you later, little who dat. Whittle. Who dat. Hold it down, who dat. Yeah, you can put on a bumper sticker. Alright, Ridin Easy. The label that sent me a record I ordered from the band Witch Hazel. Witch with a Y. Hazel. Yeah. Lyrics about Christianity. Really awesome stuff. In fact, we're going to be playing that tape in the background. The album is called Pentecost 3. Pentecost 3. Pentecost 3. Where on earth did I put my keys? Where are my keys at? I'm sitting on them? I buckled up too fast, too soon. Wipers on because it was raining last night. I hate when it does that. It just flips the tape automatically. A little white thing in my tea. It's taking us a little while to get this going here, this show. Got the cherries, has hat, light a Jesus candle. Let's put on a hat. I'm feeling European today. Has nothing to do with wearing a hat. I'm just feeling European. So I just, I don't take showers every day. I do wash by the sink though. There we go. Can't figure it out. This is a good camera angle or just a shit one. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. That's the beauty of this. I don't know. It's just like, I guess would be considered, for people that go to therapy. This is my therapy or something, Just talking. Purposely leaving early enough so that I can get some reading done. Yeah, the computer, the CPU, the PC, the Gates infected virus, malware, software, whatever. PC's as slow as molasses. The worst things you can buy. If you're considering buying a PC, you should seriously consider your options, because a PC is nothing more than just it's like a rotting cow carcass with flies around it, and fungi and snakes eating entrails and more flies and the smell of death. And PCs are just, you fucking stay away from them, Oh, age. Yeah. So it rejected my flip phone footage, said it was couldn't be readable. So there goes an episode out the window. I'll try again later tonight. I don't know. I'm just trying to do this every day till I don't know. Just so many things I could do. I just painted this morning and you saw it, you know. And I ended up watching Parasite again. And this time I watched. There's that interesting thing you could do when you watch, you know. And it's just, this film was like, it got the award over Joker. So there's something in this film, you know, when you take a look at it. The peach fuzz scene was definitely something, you know. It's the class, but I watched the movie through the eyes of the mom, you know, like the rich mother, and you know, you really focus on the acting, you know, the little subtle gestures, you know, the little things that she does that makes that character so interesting, you know. And then yeah, you tie like all of her decisions and decision makings, consequences to her character, and you try to see her character through other characters. When you watch a film, you can do that, you know. You just get in a mode and just go with it. If you're into femme studies, cool, you know, watch the movie through a femme lens. Doing good though. This music helps. I had to slow down, you know. It's I think the third day without cigs. The second day was the most brutalist, man. I was so pissed off yesterday, throwing rage for it. What do we talk about? I don't want to talk about myself. Oh yeah, I said it was therapy. And if you go to therapy and you pay for it, oh man, you know, I'm sorry. You know what my therapist is? Jesus. Oh, you already knew that? Well, why don't you speak up? You know, speak up. I can't hear you. I got a bat in the cave. I didn't officially start this episode. Welcome to a New Jersey Drive. You are riding with Jesus. Hallelujah. Jesus gang and all that. Not the Jesus gang you think, but like there's splinter gangs of Jesus, I guess. Oh, yeah, okay, you know, not getting too. Yeah, there's got to be a shake-up in this, you know. I got to start doing something. I keep saying that, but as you can see, the back seat got a little revamp there. We're slowly working on the car. Whoa, T almost fell. So it's just, you know, little by little, the episodes, you know. Again, like, it's not like massively changing to please anybody, you know, like how most creators are, you know. But, you know, I do that with painting, you know. In real life, it takes me a while to change things. Scorpio here. It's sun sign Scorpio, moon sign Taurus, rising Aquarius. Like that. That's my, okay, wait. Sun sign Scorpio, moon sign Taurus, and Aquarius rising. Yeah. Round one. Fight! Watch it! Watch it! Watch it! Whoa! Oh, you got it! Jesus, uppercut! Finish him! Yeah! Way up! All right. The guy behind me is driving very, very far behind me. He's keeping a safe distance. He's social distancing from this kook. Hey, that wasn't kooky. That was actually pretty funny. That was a good bit. Yeah, like listen to these lyrics. You have no hold on me. I'm in this slave made free, I am redeemed. And then listen to these guitars, the drums. I read an interview where the lead singer, he says he likes Lady Gaga and watches Disney with his kids. And I was like, I wish I didn't read this interview, you know. I guess that's how people are, you know, like if you look at my art and then you see me talking, you know, you're like, oh man, okay, I don't like this guy. Or you're like, oh, you know, he's okay, he's funny, he's a little boring. He's riding with Jesus though, you know, give him that, you know, the benefit of the doubt here. He means well, you know. But it's like, ooh, cringe fest. And anybody that says that is, you might wanna log out, motherfucker. You might wanna log your ass out. Oh, this guy is totally cringe. Yo, people don't say that shit in real life, man. And I just said it as an example. That's all I said it as. So consider what I just said. It's not real life. It was just basically uploading content to tell you that cringe is not a word that you use outside of the internets. And even if you use it on the internet, then you know you are, well, it's a mirror, you know? How does one determine what is cringe and what is not? Who determines it, you know? Who determines what's cringe and what's not? Look, I'm giving you the sign of the beast while picking my nose at you foes. Horus, the eye of Horus, the eye of Horus, ours. And you know, some of us, we waste them. Since I quit smoking, man, I'm like really fucking productive. Because if I sit down too long, I go bonkers. You know, I get antsy. We cleaning the house, we making art, we prepping all the food for the week, taking walks. I gotta start scheduling appointments. Man,
these people, how they drive, always to me, it's, look at this guy. He's got his fucking high brights on. Like, what am I supposed to like? Fucking go and you pass the fast lane, bud. Every cell in my body radiates perfect health. These are going on, I think, 4 teas this morning, so like the energy is going to be pretty out there. That matcha stuff really gives you a boost. What was the new ingredient we put in this morning? I think it was spirulina. Time ago that you just don't like tell somebody what's good for them and what isn't, you know? Because that's like one of those things you just don't want to fucking hear, you know? And then you're like, oh, okay, I guess you like are you're like totally like the parameter for what is good and what is bad, you know? Man, some people they just go, oh, you know, like for instance, you know, I love this dude, but like, I love this dude because of who he is, you know? He's a really cool guy. Man, I was just like, yo, I'm having a Reuben. And he's like, no, red meat's bad for you. And I was just like, yo, I only eat it once in a while, man. Shit, like once in a blue moon or once a year, twice a year or something. Because it's St. Patty's Day. I'm just like, fuck, man, might as well have some corned beef, you know, potatoes and cabbage, man, whatever. Then make a homemade Reuben, because that's one of my guilty pleasures. That and Philly cheesesteak, man, you know? A good Philly cheesesteak and a good classic Reuben. That's, oh shit. That'll make me go and eat beef and like eat the beef, be it corned or steak. Somebody's just like, yo, and they gotta remind you, and it's just like, you know, if I want to have McDonald's, this truck fucking is doing this shit. If I want to have McDonald's, you know, I'm a McDonald's, but I don't really foresee myself having any. I haven't had McDonald's, and my goodness, more than like 12 years or something. Or probably 20. If you think about it, yeah. Whoa. Wendy's probably like, yeah, probably like 12 to 15. The last fast food place I went to was like, probably like 8 years ago was Taco Bell. Because I was like, oh fuck man, you know, this place is gonna have to be expensive. I don't want to buy anything at it, so I might as well just get something real fast and just Taco Bell. It is pretty hard to like come up with stuff like that could be amusing. But I don't really think I'm that all amusing here, man, you know? I think this is just like an art project, you know? It's you know, you're seeing it through a lens, you know? And, you know, what is of a lens? And why do we watch anything? Is it like, it's just humanity, just relations. Jesus saves. That's like that's the thing, man, that you really gotta get, you know? In these times, you know, you gotta find something, you know. You gotta, because Kevin Sorbo is gonna play an atheist and tell you that they always fall victim to drink and big long lectures that are really just disproven bias. Wait, proven biased. Yeah, they're all proven biased. A whole lot of them. Check any motherfucker, like in the science field, man. They're all like certifiably atheists. And last time I checked, that was something that you could check off, Anton. You can check off. Like circle which best describes you. Atheist, no God, fear of God, riding based on the Most High. You can't use that word, cringe. You can't use it. Forbidden. Bible facts on the toilet to impress your friends. King Solomon had so many wives, so many concubines. It's nothing really impressive to know that. The shortest verse in the Bible is Jesus wept, Book of John. Bow racks on my skin, so I got this dry skin on my shin, and the bow racks definitely takes away the itching, but I don't know if it's going to take away the dryness. The comments are disabled. I'm picturing a bunch of people talking to me, asking me questions, they had the chat, but nobody would be in the chat on my videos, so I have to make up imaginary questions. Somebody goes, oh look man, I lost it. That sounds crazy. It's not my fault I'm cerebral. Young, when I was a teen, I used to wear, I think it was a skateboarding company, I don't know, but it was a shirt had a picture of facilities with their little characters, the symbols, the blank symbols, and then underneath it said mind games. So I used to walk around with a shirt that said mind games, because I was constantly playing mind games. Sometimes the episodes get good when I get into town here. Other times they just get off into some kind of rant or something. I think it's because I'm just slowing down. And I feel a little more comfortable when I'm cruising instead of just driving on the highway there. It's a little more, it's definitely a little more, maybe rad, feeling. There's probably like a handful of good bits in this video, other than that. I wouldn't rewatch this. Only for the one fighting scene, Need more action and humor in this, There's no action. That's the big thing. There's a guy in a car talking. Maybe I should go with that storyline of listen to me, sound like I'm drafting you. Go with see, this is what it looks like when you see lazy people. I mean, I'm not lazy. Like, I get the work done, But when doing something like this, you seeing it, like a draft board here, I'll pitch it to it. Because I don't really think about this until I get in the car, It's not like I go home and think about it driving to New Jersey, I just upload it, And I go, oh, that's what I talked about, or something, and then title it like that. It's not like I want this to be like a big successful thing. It's just an art project, And Art and Jesus are like this, or is that what that means? They're like Art and Jesus. They're like. They already got me talking about these cars are gonna get old. As soon as we get some of that springtime weather, this whole car is gonna get really colorful. And it's going to have the voice of this show. But draft board, maybe we should go back to rolling up on churches, getting our prayer on. Take the camera inside, hide it in a bag, or something like that. Just have it going. And then you make what you want of it, but you'll hear the voices. It's like a Tarantino style approach or something, And I don't like Tarantino, I don't know why I name drop that guy. This guy's sitting on the pot too long. I'm just gonna cruise and swoop on in. Boom, boom. I like that. Like I did that and I accidentally left the camera on and I was just like, oh, I'm not gonna edit it. Fuck it. Let it go. Let it ride. Some of these episodes are avant-garde events, It's supposed to be some art. Why am I watching this? This guy, is he real or is he fake or what? I think I'm real, but that's who's behind the wheel. And a lot of people are not behind the wheel, obviously. We got cherry lipstick. Yeah, that was one plan. Yeah, roll up to the churches, get your prayer on. Take the bag by your face and whisper the prayer. Something. There's gonna be, we're kind of waiting on spring really for stuff to get going, That's usually how it goes with me, man. The art around this time really starts to take a life of its own because the changing of the cigars, the season. It's exciting. winter was in a way dark. You know, I had the blow-off engagement, thank goodness, but it was dark, man. You just have to look at the furniture site, man, and see that. It's fucking dark. I started this job. Reading Bukowski and Bataille. Drinking Merlot in the bathtub, reading Bataille. Man, I can't tell you how fucking sad that is. So sad. It's like reading this depravity and then being like, what are you getting out of it, you know? You fucking get, like, reading any of these, oh, you know, to will to way is romantic, you know? These type of fucking, you know, they melded your mind. They made it that self-destruction and all that was cool. That's why I'm particularly doing the Miss Perfect paintings, man. I admire that. She's having a beautiful family. She went from being a fetish model to being a full-time mama, you know? Hey, that is cool. That is really cool stuff. But, you know, aside from Jesus being the best stuff on earth, that's the best stuff on earth. Because she done made, like, created a miracle, man, a life, you know? And so for the women that can't do that, you know, you're still beautiful, you know? If you can't create a life, you're still beautiful. You can still live a life, and you can still adopt one, you know? All women are beautiful. You gotta remind them. Tell them, you know, if you can't see their smile, tell them that you can see their eyes smiling, you know, if they are actually smiling and you're not just making that up. Yeah, remind the women that they're beautiful, you know, and that their work's art. I read this Gulliver's Travels, but I think it's kind of boring. It's going to take a while for me to settle into that. I think the letters and stuff at the end of the book have a little bit of something interesting in them. Like, yeah, like just skimming through a meditation upon a broomstick. You know, the tattler. To prove that abolishing of Christianity in England, an argument. You know, stuff like this I just want to take a look at. Letter to the whole people of Ireland. Yeah. Day of Judgment. Alright. Day of Judgment. With a world pressed, I sink from revere to rest. And hard vision seized my head. I saw the graves give up their dead. Jove, armed with terrors, burst the skies, and thunder roars, lightning flies. Amazed, confused, its fate unknown, the world stands trembling at its throne, while each pale sinner bangs his head. Jove, nodding, shook the heavens and said, offending race of humankind, by nature, reason, learning, blind, you know who through fertility stepped aside, and you know who never fell thou through pride. You who in different sects have shamed and come to see each other damned. So some folks told you, but they knew no more of Jove's designs than you. The world's made mad business now is over, and I resent these pranks no more. I to such blockheads set my wit. I damn such fools. Go, go, you're a bit. Alright. Okay, cameraman, to you. Alright. Movie magic. That was a false start. I was trying to be bring drama, because my sun sign is a Scorpio. I'm drama filled. I'm always creating drama out of nowhere. Often my worst enemy is myself. Didn't have any, didn't put on the hat, gotta move over. I'm always, giving myself a talking to. I don't think I'm right in the head, man. Whatever that means, I'm definitely not right in the head. Definitely retardo. I ain't right in the head. I don't like to be alone, but I'm a lonely guy. What can I say? And when I'm alone, I just do a lot of great thinking, and I get some shit done. I get a lot of good shit done. Even when I'm with people, I can create. It's no problem. It's easy. It's the easiest shit in the world to do half the time, Isn't it? I'm around a lot of people. I guess they just can't match the energy, man, because I just can get down with it, and just start creating. I just see something, visualize it, boom. The painting you saw, Miss Perfect. It's going to be a series of paintings for, really liking Chakal, but Wilfredo Lamb really spoke to me this morning. I saw a picture, just happened to be in my files. Oh yeah, we're talking about Parasite. Parasite, directed by the director. Oh man, forget it. I'm not gonna try. He did Host. He did, I think it was Mother, Host. Host was the monster movie with the big sea creature that was basically born out of a laboratory because of a chemical spill. It's like a lot of this stuff, it's COVID-19 type of stuff, that you see in this movie. Whoa, there goes AH on the floor. I guess it's just mad because we didn't say COVID. Parasite is his magnum opus, according to the fancy world of, I gotta get gas. Just see my gas gauge is way down low. On the down low. Oh. I just lifted my trunk. Why did I do that for? Hey, bud. Just gonna get, I guess, fill her up with regular cash. check out my phone, man. Did I bring it? I hope I brought enough money. Yeah, of course I did. You phone, phone, shit. Birds like my car. They like the shit on it, you know? It's like a shit magnet. Dang it. Oh yeah, 21's good. Oh, ready to go. Sitting on 22, 22. Every day I'm not hustling, every day I'm getting hustled. Shit in me. Nothing but the real avant-garde. That's what we bring you. You know, it's just like you're here. You know, you're in the passenger seat, riding with Jesus, baby. Yeah, part of the avant-garde. All right, we're gonna talk about Parasite, this movie. I've done seen it enough times that I can talk about it. I'm kind of I'm qualified as a professional person on the subject of the parasite. Because I know some parasites, I know the parasitic behavior, I know all that sort of thing. Okay, so I'm qualified. Hi. Let's start. Hi. Let's start. I I told you who was directed by it. Now, this is a movie that is very, on multiple levels, in it, but basically a class, economic economy on class levels. The family, the protagonists, are. I'll give you the synopsis first. Forgive me. I'm not one of these people that write things down. I just go and just do it off the top of my head. The family, the protagonists, are like laissez-faire. They live in like pretty much underground dwelling. They can't get Wi-Fi. The beginning of the movie has them going in on a toilet to get Wi-Fi. Toilet, the whole thing, the whole setup, it's very subterranean. Their living conditions are poor. You would consider, the husband, the whole family is out of work. They're unemployed. This is very COVID. So the father, he tries as he can. They seem to be just going through the motions, but they get the job folding the cardboard for the one pizza box company or whatever it is, the restaurant business, and the mother tries to handle it, but there's a generation gap there with the younger woman worker, and the boy that seems to be her age, the son, he just swoops in there and kind of just like handles it, and the son basically in this movie assumes the role of, like, I guess, the alpha. The father, in a critical moment at the end of the film, tells the son that no plan is the best plan because of how chaotic their lives are. They're like at the bottom. It seems that failure is just inevitable if you plan for it, if you plan against it. So the father just rolls with the punches, Well, we gotta bring it over to this phone now, because it fucking just, whatever. Okay, so it's a stench in the film, that's precisely the last tipping point, which has our main antagonist, the father, plunge the knife deep into the heart of this billionaire guy. Because in that one moment of all that calamity, and the first response from the family was to tend to their own and defend. Like, the mother comes fucking charging at this crimson-masked subterranean man who is the lowest of the low in the film, and he is the one that respects the master of the house. The mother just instantaneously charges, because her daughter is on the ground, hadn't been stabbed. They are responding so fast, and the rich people, man, they're just like fucking, like, this is how they would react. They don't know how to fend for themselves. They don't know about that primal, they don't know knee-jerk reaction. The laissez-faire, to make a decision within 7 seconds. They don't know this, so that is highlighted in this point. Instead, when he goes to get the keys, he rolls the body, and then he makes this obvious, pompous, and this is when, he just gets fucking murked, gets shanked for that. Because that is just like, this man, there's just, what honor does this man really have? He was trying to find, one of the last things he said when they were dressed as Indians, he goes, you try really hard to, you try really hard and you love her. And then it was like, oh, you want to talk to me about feelings? And the rich guy was like, just remember, you're getting paid to do this. Flow line. Whoa, the airplane is very low. Whoa, what the fuck?
So are the Crimson Masked Dweller and the Secret Basement. You know, there's a nod to North Korea. When they have their fun, the ex-nanny and this guy, her husband, who lives in the basement, they act out, you know, Kim Jong-un. But the ultimate irony of it is that this is like, this guy, like, his master is the master of the house, and he pays you know, tribute to him, and he tries to send little SOSs with the light bulb messages, and the son seemingly gets this, and the son is traumatized by the incident where the basement dweller suddenly appeared as he was eating cake, and it was thought to be a nightmare, but the vapid mother really doesn't, just chalks it up to insanity and art therapy, which is the son is being taught by Jessica, and that's it's funny. It's like the only name I really remember from all the characters. I'm having a hard time remembering their names. She has the particular scene where she, you know, she's very like, I don't give any fucks kind of person about all other characters except for her family. She's very like, you know, why don't you talk? Why don't you care about us instead of, you know, don't care about anybody else? And that scene when the lightning crashes, you know, that's a great scene. There's a lot of murkiness in this film, man. That green color. Incompatibility of a rich husband and wife is just like incredible. You know? Oh man, this fucking guy. Yeah, you better speed up on it. Yep. They had to go and do it. Pass me on that lane. This film is absolutely like tight. Every scene, every point of dialogue, it's a very tight film. I feel like I've talked about this film already with the New Jersey Drive. Maybe I hadn't, I don't know. If I did, I'm obviously running out of material. Yeah, the smell of the working poor, the working class. And it's like the vapidness of the wife. She's on pills or just on drinking, and she's like handling the underwear, but like then she puts on plastic gloves. She doesn't wash her hands, she just puts on plastic gloves, and then like when he says something like you know, she's hanging on to every word and agreeing with the husband, like with everything he says, and it's, you could see her as like, as he says what he is thinking, her eyes just go up and go, yeah, and then she goes, ooh, and does that with the plastic glove to her face, and it's just like, you know, you just put that on to, oh, never mind, what was the point of all that, you know, like, it's very much real, like, you know, I always see that when people sanitize their, shopping carts, you know, they just stand there and just do that, but then they'll like, it's really just funny, like they'll pick up like a fruit or the avocado or something, when, you know, people have picked up that avocado, you know, and not everyone sanitizes, and it's very stupid. But they're handlebars, right? So you're gonna sanitize them. Jesus, man, the energy level is kind of low. Yeah, it's because we were doing some looking at this movie, Parasite. Yeah, the son feels that the burden lies upon him to take care of that one particular night. And as I think, he gets, because he uses the scholarly rock, which he doesn't have, and he doesn't have that sort of education, but he has the weight itself of that rock. And that scene is like a flood scene when the woman who's the ex-nanny starts bleeding out, and she's like, her last words are like of that family. And as she says that, the rock submerges, is being lifted from the water, and as he grabs it, that scene right there is what we would call in Buddhism a red circle, because that shows that connection there, and that the motion is set, because when he there was no reason for him to grab that weight other than honor, but he was going to use it. That's when he had decided that he was going to use that, and that he didn't fit in, the son. He didn't fit in with that. And as he tells that to the little girl who has the crush on him. Yeah, definitely a movie that definitely, creates that sort of tension between the classes. So I definitely have a smell to me that's definitely and the women I work with, they have a particular odor that I can smell, But I imagine if you were never around that and you never smelled it, like I'm very sensitive towards smells. I can smell things, and I can also hear things that are being turned on at different frequencies that other people can't hear. I can always, man, if I'm walking by a house, I can hear a TV getting switched on, man. Or somebody putting on the radio. Always, dude. It always happens. You're just like, and I'm like, oh, whoa, shit. I don't know if I'm getting I'm around my house. I don't know if I get bombarded with sound cannons somehow or another. Because in this neighborhood, there was an Al Qaeda raid. That was during those times. There was a raid, and there was a house was filled with ARs and fucking machine guns and all kinds of shit. So I wouldn't doubt it, that there's some kind of presence, in that neighborhood. Because sometimes I hear fucking sounds that are like, oh shit, especially, and that's good. It's good that I'm not there right now, because around this time, it's like, it's so weird. And maybe, it affected my brain or something, but I gotta pop my ears. But around this time, there was these sounds that I described once as, or it was me or it was my ex, glitch birds. They sound like birds, but it's this sort of robotic kind of thing, and it's just one of the strangest things, and you hear it. If you're a person who's sensitive, to stuff around you, you'll hear it. But a lot of these people, they don't think about stuff like that. They don't think about the cosmic sound of silence, Me, man, I hear the sounds, And I can definitely hear the disruption in the cosmic sound. Where I live, you can hear, you can hear the jet stream of the highway, and I'm like just about 2-3 miles from it, and I can hear that shit loud and clear. By the way, you are listening to Hanging Coffins. Some awesome stuff right here. Shit, I'm really No see, telpson, know thyself. There's a lot of, when we talking about quantum entanglement. This is my notebook, the alphabet. Knocking. Oh yeah, the German word for German combined word list. Ruin, lust, ruin, and excitement. Man, that's so amazing that exists. Wrong shot, explanation, distress. Need, food envy. I guess that's what people have when they watch the Food Network, that don't have the money to make, or the money to buy those ingredients. That's a good one. Luftschloss. Air castle. Castle in the air. That's what was it, Kierkegaard? The one philosopher, I forget who it was, said that he made his words were just nothing but castles in the sky. I don't know what this one's like. Backpfiffen Gesicht. Slapping face asshole. Kummersfix. Sorrow. Fat. This is one of my favorite ones. Weltschirmers. Or Weltschirmers. 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 Shit. Yeah, world sorrow. And then, everybody knows this one. Yeah, here's the Enochian alphabet. There it is. Pa, ve, ge, gur, or, graph, ta, gone. We're gone with a point. Na, v, Miles, Gur, Drux, Paul, Mid, Dawn. Where's that song? Yeah, song. Civ, Sepher, That's like a elephant trunk. Yeah. This is like an A with a spiked van. A 7 fan. Like ginseng. Z's. One of the most elusive letters of the alphabet. Yeah, go ahead and think of some Z words. I bet you can only get about 5 of them. Right off the top of your head. No cheating. You know? No cheating. Go ahead. Let's see if you can do it. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, time's up. Were you able to do it? Alright. If you were, congratulations, you're spelling bee. You're spelling bee master, whiz. And if you didn't do it, yeah, it's kind of what I expected. Alright, well, this is your knocking language. You know, take a look at it. The year of the 3 emperors, German, Drake, Sura, IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet, based primarily on Latin. There's Z. There we go. Give the faces left and right, pair of points, space left, like HE3. Sounds Z, za, zed, zed, z, zoo, zoos, zoo, zebra. That was probably one of the words you used. And look at how the Z is always in these words. The Z, lizard, wizard, gizzard, zen, zillion, yeah, czar, Zorro, Zeus, Zlatan, Zilch, Zulus, Zymic, Zesty, Zills, Zimba, Zone, Zoe, Zuriel, Surreal, Zorus, Boris, Zupan, Suman, Zowie, Bowie, David, Bowie, Zerfs, Zuzan, Mizus, Zygal, Lygos, Zygon, Zines, Zinky, Zebek, Quebec, Zeals, Navy, Zaja, Zanton, Zazie, Zars, Zorfs, Zorf, 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 Zakat, Zaman, Zakat, and Zaman, and the woman, nope, Zazin, Zayang, Zayzen, Zaymeg, Zymia, First Blood, Zambo, Zohar, Ziggy Stardust. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. You know, Ziggy. You don't think that's any coincidence that he used Z before the Iggy? Ziggy. Ziggy. Z. That's what you use to describe you going to sleep. Z. There's something about this Z. I'm not going to tell you about it. You'll have to go look for yourself and you'll find out the real meaning of what the Z means. Citizen Z. Citizen V. Or the V guy from Guy Fawkes. Zahawk. Zoroastrian the Rotruscans that they foolishly base on the man in the cave, or the JC with the golden armor, Coltum, or Zobra, Cobra, Zanzibar, Zor, Zealous. Yep, that might have been a word you got. Zapinista. Alright. That was a little fun. Zaman, an Arabic Hebrew word for time, error, or life. Before the reintroduction of Z, representative sound of zeta was written at the beginning of words and SS in the middle of the words as sona for Z. Wow. Belt. Wow. Look at that. Trapezita. Back on that. There's a Etruscan Z. Look at that. The Etruscan Z. I. 1. Greek Zeta. And we got that Catholic thing there. Phoenician Z. I. Semitic symbol named Zayin, which means weapon or sword. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, maybe I might do this, make this a portion of the, the episodes, do something like this in my notebook. Let's read a little bit of the Bible. Where was I? I was in Solomon. I almost gotta go in. This is the Bible breakdown. Song of Solomon, saturated with stories of sexual escapades, secret rendezvous, and extramarital affairs. Today's media teach that immorality means freedom. Perversion is natural, and commitment is old-fashioned. Sex created by God and pronounced good in Latin in Eden. Sex created by God and pronounced good in Eden has been twisted and exploited and turned into an urgent, illicit, casual, and self-gratifying activity. Love has turned into lust, giving into getting and lasting commitment into no strings attached. In reality, sexual intercourse, I hate calling it that, man. The physical and emotional union of male and female should be a holy means of celebrating love, producing children, and experiencing pleasure, protected by the commitment of marriage. God thinks sex is important, and Scripture contains numerous guidelines for its uses and warnings about its misuse. And sex is always mentioned in the context of loving relationship between husband and wife. Perhaps the highlight of this is Song of Solomon, the intimate story of a man and woman and their love, courtship, and marriage. Solomon probably wrote this song in his youth before being overtaken by his own obsession with women, sex, and pleasure. Moving story, drama, and poem, Song of Solomon features the love dialogue between a simple Jewish young woman, the Shulamite woman, and her lover, Solomon, the king. They describe in intimate detail their feelings for each other and their longings to be together. Throughout the dialogue, sex and marriage are put in their proper, God-given perspective. Much debate has raged over the meaning of this song. Some say it is an allegory of God's love for Israel or for the church. Others say it is a literal story about married love. In reality, it is both. A historical story with two layers of meaning. On one level, we learn about love, marriage, and sex, and on the other level, we see God's overwhelming love for his people. As you read Song of Solomon, remember that you are loved by God and commit yourself to seeing life, sex, love, and marriage from his point of view. Alright. Yeah, it's a wedding Song of Solomon is a wedding song honoring marriage. You know, and it started out here with like a painting of, you know, is this on? Oh yeah, the Miss Perfect and her husband. So this is a pretty good way to end the episode here. Let's start. Way out. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon's. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is better than wine. Because of the fragrance of your good anointments, your name is an ointment poured forth. Therefore the virgins love you. Draw me away. We will run after you. The king has brought me into his chambers. We will be glad and rejoice in you. We will remember your love more than wine. Rightly do they love you. I am dark but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem. Like the tents of Kedar, like the curtains of Solomon. Do not look upon me because I am dark, because the sun has tanned me. My mother's sons were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyards, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Tell me, O you whom I love, where you feed your flock, where you make it rest at noon. For why should I be as one who veils herself by the flocks of your companions? If you do not know, O fairest among women, follow in the footsteps of the flock, and feed your little goats. Besides, the shepherd's tents, I have compared you, my love, to my filly among Pharaoh's chariots. Your cheeks are lovely with ornaments, your neck with chains of gold. We will make you ornaments of gold with studs of silver. While the king is at his table, my spikenard sends forth its fragrance. A bundle of myrrh is my beloved to me, that lies all night between my breasts. My beloved is to me a cluster of henna blooms in the vineyards of En-Gedi. Behold, you are my fair, my love. Behold, you are fair. You have dove's eyes. Behold, you are handsome, my beloved, yes, pleasant. Also our bed is green, the beams of our houses are cedar, and our rafters are of fir. I am the rose of Sharon, and the lily of the valleys, like a lily among thorns.
so is my love among the daughters. Like an apple tree among the trees of the woods, so is my beloved among the sons. I sat down in his shade with great delight, and his fruit was sweet to my taste. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. Sustain me with cakes of raisins, refresh me with apples, for I am lovesick. His left hand is under my head, and his right hand embraces me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, by the gazelles or by the doves of the field, do not stir up nor awaken love until it pleases the voice of my beloved. Behold, he comes, leaping up upon the mountains, skipping upon the hills. My beloved is like a gazelle or a young stag. Behold, he stands behind our wall. He is looking through the windows, gazing through the lattice. My beloved spoke to me and said to me, rise up, my love, fair one, and come away. For lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. Flowers appear on the earth. The time of singing has come, and the voice of the turtle dove is heard in our land. The fig tree puts forth her green figs, and the vines with the tender grapes give a good smell. Rise up, my love, my fair one, and come away. Oh, my dove, in the clefts of the rock, in the secret places of the cliff, let me see your face, let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your face is lovely. Catch us the foxes, the little foxes that spoil the vines, for our vines of tender grapes. My beloved is mine, and I am his. He feeds his flock amongst the lilies, until the day breaks and the shadows flee. Turn, my beloved, and be like a gazelle or a young stag upon the mountains of Bether. Well, there you go. New Jersey Drive, rad with Jesus gang, lo-fi, low production cost, no production cost. Yeah, well, you know, I gotta get gas. Jesus saves, Jesus gang.